I actually know people who've been around Floyd. Floyd literally walks around his house all day long practicing punches.
No, I dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been around when he's training, and he keeps the gym hot.
Yeah.
Hotter than it would be in the ring.
Exactly. So
and
I'm saying
he ties the people out that's working
with him.
He
has literally devoted from the moment he was a small child to now, he continuously trains at a maniacal level. A teacher is not required to go through even a small portion of that training to become a teacher.
Well, I'll show you this.
Well, and let me just say this. It's almost the equivalent of like someone saying, well, why don't you just post something on VladTV? It don't cost you nothing. They don't look at the 10 years I devoted into this company. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
How I literally have risked my life and my money and my family to get to this point to have a platform like this. You see what I'm saying? In order, and how important every post is. It's like, well, it don't cost you nothing. No, it does cost me. It cost me everything up to this point. It's not just throwing something up there. And this is the same type of outside mentality where you don't respect the work ethic behind something.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And that I get kind of annoyed about that.
I'm with all of that, and I take nothing from the big homie Floyd.
Yeah.
But I know he had to have a teacher to learn how to box.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when we looking at the teacher, it's the criteria of a teacher. Are we talking about someone that's just going to teach you arithmetic, or someone that's going to edify you? Somebody that's going to make me stop selling drugs. You feel me? Someone's going to make sure that I don't criminalize Floyd Mayweather's family. You feel what I'm saying? Because no matter how talented we are, no one is safe from ignorance. The teacher's job is to find out what's wrong with you. The teacher whose quest isn't just to teach you arithmetic that you can evaluate, but to make you into a better man or a better woman. You feel me? Like, that's the teacher I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about the teacher that is concerned with the advancement of civilization.
Yeah.
Okay? Those people, no one's going to be motivated to put that into children if you're turning around and seeing that much more money going into people to just entertain. This is not a knock to the entertainers. The opportunity is there. Just like the speed limit, just like the legal aid, just like the people cutting these bellies open, telling all the women, oh man, you need a C-section when they know they're lying because they're going to get over $10,000.
But there's also a lot of great teachers. You got to think
about that.
There's also a lot of great teachers who then become professors, who then become scientists, who then, get Nobel Prizes and so forth. Like, the exceptional in any field tend to rise to the top.
No, this is a fact, right? But look at this right here. If teachers were paid more money because we valued their contribution to society, how might society turn out? But everybody would be trying to be a teacher, wouldn't they, if it paid better?
Yeah, I feel you.
But if being a ball player and a boxer pays more, by far, than what you can get for educating people, then what you've done is shifted the paradigm in society where we're going to have a bunch of people who cannot make it to be boxers, and they will not be able to make it to be ball players.
99.9% will not make it.
Yeah, they won't make it, but guess what?
There's so few slots.
Education, though. Edifying people and making them realize what it is they want to contribute to society. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about just making money. We're talking about someone tapping into your potential. We're talking about what my wife did for me to make me realize I'm a better person. That's what good teachers do for people. Make them find something in themselves. Floyd had to be taught by somebody, but I'm going to tell you something about talent in black people. This is some tricky stuff, and not just exclusive to black people, but I'm black, so I'm going to talk about my immediate situation, but not just exclusive, because Conor McGregor and all these people fit into this category. I don't know how talented Floyd Mayweather is, and I don't really know how talented Michael Jordan is, okay? I don't know how talented 50 is. We know that they're brilliant. Okay, we know that they're autodidactic, meaning that they're able to learn outside of the convention of a normal curriculum and form where there's a teacher up there speaking to you. We know that. We know that they are ingenious. They've taken their genius to great proportions. But how talented are they really versus motivated? Because I'm going to tell you something. I believe because of the hardship and the stark circumstances that we're confronted with day to day, I believe he's fighting to stay out of poverty. I believe Jordan was shooting to stay out of poverty. I believe 50 was spitting those bars and taking it to levels that we couldn't even conceive because he already been shot over 5 times. Right. So I don't know if he's really that talented versus that much more motivated. Because the people who make it to the highest levels, like we just was talking about, yeah, it's because of work ethic, but they trying to evade the people trying to kill them.
Yeah, no,
you see what I'm saying?
Because I've been homeless. I've had attempts all my life, and
so I know it's motivation.
And I know that I don't want to go back to that.
That's a fact. It keeps me awake every day,
and it keeps me an animal in terms of what I do.
That's what I'm saying. Same thing.
You know, that's why I don't back down. This is why I do the type of interviews that everyone else is scared to do.
That's a fact.
Because I know what it's like on the other side.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now, we can't expect everybody to get shot X amount of times or to have their father selling their mother drugs or to know that their mother was prostituting. I'm talking about Floyd. I'm talking about 50. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about you. These are stories that exist. Game, shout out to the brother for creating opportunities for people. As far as Trees by Game, he got a nice program he's going to create to help other people grow wealth through what they like to consume. So it may as well. Here's $1 billion industry. Black women are not even tapping into it. They're spending all their money into it. So I like the concept of what he's doing with the marijuana and having a dispensary and creating opportunities for people who indulge in it in the first place. You might as well make money off of it. So I just want to say that to my brother, Game. But I'm saying we got to look at this whole situation and say, man, the motivation is where the talent has its greatest inception. That is the impetus for the talent. Now I don't know what Floyd is like. If the drugs doesn't exist in his family, if he's not turned over to his uncle and turned over to the white man to help him out, from the white man back to his uncle, back to his father being in prison, back to the white man. I don't know if we still gonna see that Floyd. And I don't know if Jordan's not trying to escape the projects.
Right.
You know, and I don't know about 50 Cent if he doesn't get shot X amount of times. Yeah. The goal that he has, that he transmuted the same instinct and the risk versus reward concept. He transmuted the same thing he learned from the streets into business and then took risk in business. But that's learned behavior from trauma.
Yeah.
Right? So are we going to suggest that everybody has to go through trauma in order to be great? No, that's where the educators come in.
Yeah.
We need someone that can rile you up and put that into you, minus the trauma.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's why, and again, it's no knock to the brother. I love what they do. He knows I'm a huge fan of his. You know, every time we on courtside chilling and hanging out, Floyd, they know what it is. You know, P-Real and them know what it is. Huge supporters, okay? I'm saying that when society, like when they said Floyd can't read, I love Floyd. He'd be like, you know, if I got paid millions of dollars to read, how I do it? You see what I'm saying? I love that about Floyd because it's so honest. It makes us realize where society is going wrong. We want to make him the enemy because of all the money he's making. But he ain't create the scenario for him to make that much money in that span of time. He's utilizing his abilities to take advantage of the opportunities. So I would never get mad at him. Whilst at the same time, there's a very important question that comes up. How much more should people who don't educate or prepare our future to live and exist? I mean, if everybody's practicing shooting and boxing, and very few people are realizing that they actually have the intellectual capability or prowess or acumen to engage being an astrophysicist, something that we need. We're having a shortage of mathematicians, something that we need. Even if we was on an America patriotic perspective, at least encourage the citizens of America to engage these things more by making it worth their while, so you don't have to bring in people from other countries to contribute in these capacities, and then we'll cry and we'll complain about being unemployed. So yeah, it's my responsibility as a father to educate my children, but at the end of the day, if my child realizes, you know what, I got an opportunity to act, and it's going to give me this much more money so I can contribute to the world the way I would like, monetarily, versus what I want to do education-wise. You know, that's the ultimatum that we're given, and it's unfair to pay. And I'm not mad at the people who benefit. It's unfair to pay people who don't educate the future, to undermine them, and to give them such little pay when they got one of the most important jobs in the world. You know, I remember I had a lot of horrible teachers. But I had this one teacher named Miss Barada in George Wingate High School in Brooklyn. When I cut class, I tried to avoid this white lady because she would come in the hallway with all my gang member friends while I'm dressing out. I'm cutting class just so people could see me in iceberg, top to bottom. And she would go, Michael, you have so much to live for. Why are you doing this? And I used to feel like shit. And this was a white woman, but she used to believe in me so much that I stayed in school a little bit more because she cared. And she let me realize I was making a poor decision in cutting class and just hanging out because she showed me that she believed in me. And then other teachers say, hey, you know, I'm going to get paid anyway, so y'all can do what you want. We all heard teachers say that. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of them, but that was one teacher that invested that type of energy into me, and that did a lot for me. Not enough because I didn't have a surrounding cast. Guess what? When the teachers have a job to teach so many different people and they being underpaid, eventually what's going to happen to them as they also got to watch the world and what the world is having everyone get paid. Don't tell me that the system didn't create that. The system created that situation on purpose.